All right, welcome to Wayfinder Legends.
Yay!
Heck yeah. All right. You guys finally got the lowdown what the Cinderclaw are doing here. They're trying to bring back the Hawk. Yep.
Or at least the spirit.
At least the spirit. Yeah, they're trying to release him into the world.
Apparently his body was still in the temple and
No, his body is the temple.
is the temple.
Yeah, his body's a temple.
It is very interesting to me that, they talk about the bones of Dahak's temple and how they discovered it, if it was the discovery of the temple that then reignited the cult or that belief system, or if, I don't know, had it always been there, or were they using it already and repurposed it?
Maybe they were just following the smell.
Yeah.
But we did know that the guys with the masks, right?
Yes, the
elves,
the
right,
elves.
right. They're the ones who killed Dahak. But they killed him by sending him into the portal, but his body is still there. So that's kind of an interesting.
His spirit within the portal.
So they separated his spirit from his body, and then the body died.
Maybe there's like a gem,
Oh.
like the doll, the creepy doll gem soul.
Yeah. Not a bad idea either.
Anyway,
So what's happening?
So we basically need to decide if we're going to open this door and see the status of Big Bumble now, Big Bumble now, or if we wait. We do have a lot of dead bodies in the room, not to be gross, but what do you do with those?
and also to recap, Fawin, we're pretty sure now is cursed.
Oh, yeah.
Were there any interesting weapons or items on those bodies?
We haven't checked out the bodies yet.
We kind of did because Plame did a search and he found this potion that we haven't identified yet.
True.
Otherwise, the big guy had a war club that basically acts like a morning star because he has teeth stuck in it.
Yeah, Plame didn't like that at all.
No. And he had a bow and arrow with a few arrows, and I think he had like a javelin or something like that.
Yes, but Boddy did a detect magic and he didn't detect anything else other than, for whatever reason, now that thing shows up as magic around Fawin's.
It's like the ways for a language nobody knew.
It's weird.
Dun dun dun. The vial, the liquid that Plame found.
Yeah, it was real disgusting. It was vile.
So, Fawin, a natural 20.
Nice.
Fawin takes
You're like,
a moment.
that's a potion of comprehend language.
It is?
Yeah.
Amazing.
There we go.
Yeah. So Fawin just, oh my gosh, this will do the same thing the choker does. It'll translate into any language for you. You probably have to
So you
think
can
about what
speak
language
like
you want.
the-
Yeah, we should hang on to this in case of an emergency
It's a
negotiation.
lesser comprehension elixir.
Lesser comprehension elixir. Does someone besides Fawin want to kick that whistle?
Excuse me, what Fawin? Plame found it.
Yes, but you gave it to her to identify. So
What is this? He holds it up. Does it hand job. No, it's fine.
no, totally.
I don't think Plame would care about it.
It would actually be good for reconnaissance if you want to listen in on something.
Oh, yeah.
I could speak to Wargy. That would be so much fun.
That would probably be a better use.
That's actually a great idea in an emergency if you need to tell Wargy something.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you want to hear Boddy and Plame talking about you behind you.
The two of them and Wargy having a conversation.
Yeah, we know the tall one's nice and the other one's kind of like your mother.
In character, who has that idea? Who says that out loud?
Well, Inara did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here.
Okay. I'll take it.
Use it in an emergency to talk to Wargy.
Okay. I was going to drink it right now, but sure.
No.
So put it in their pack. In her little pack.
Awesome.
Okay.
Can you pay it back? Yep.
I say we go check out what's behind the rubble. Maybe find a bear. Maybe not. If we do find a bear,
We could just leave the bear here and we can tell the goblins are upstairs. They can come down and collect their bear in a bit.
So was our goal to just find it and then let them know?
Our goal was to clean out the place so that the goblins could come back down and move back in.
Okay, so we can just leave the bear here.
Yeah.
What about the mighty dragons, though?
We can leave them there for now.
Well, that.
They seem mostly harmless.
But the goblins wanted it.
Maybe they'll
cleared
work on a
out.
partnership together.
If you remember, the kobolds did say that they were allies of the goblins.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Boddy asks Fawin, could you check and see if they've been feeding the bear?
Oh, ask him. Yes. Brook was like, how would you like me to check?
Hey, is everything okay in here?
I mean, I don't have a clairvoyance spell to check through the door without opening it.
You're like, how about you go check, Boddy?
Oh, come on. You know you want to release the bear. He'll be your friend.
So Fawin does ask Corp, how long have you had the bear locked up?
But what language do you say that in?
I just speak it the way that I have been talking to him.
It comes out in common or maybe Chilaxian, whatever
Yeah.
tongue is.
I took it off and then put it back on.
The spell only lasts for an hour. I'm not sure how
Yeah.
long the actual effect
Yeah,
lasts.
yeah.
But yeah.
it might be a once a day item.
I think when you took it off, you
They have reset it.
Yeah, yeah,
Alden,
exactly.
what are you doing? You gotta translate.
Yeah, so she focuses and says, like, really thinks about, and then says it again. How long has it been? And it's the same.
Yeah.
So she switched to Draconic.
Okay.
How long has the bear been trapped behind the door?
Oh, he been there since we got here. They had the braces already.
Notice how his Draconic is not nearly as fluent as
Right.
Yeah, it
That's
got
awesome.
very broken.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. So Fawin translates that.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
Plame?
like 2 weeks. He's probably not a happy bear if he's even alive.
There's all these bodies we can feed it, right?
That kind of changes Fawin's mindset just a little bit, in that maybe we should grab a monkey body and throw it in there,
right in front of the monkey. It's brutal.
I mean,
or a boggart.
if it's been starved for 2 weeks and we present it with this nice big dinner, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Let Plame do it. Plame's a goblin. It might know you.
Yeah, it would probably react better to you.
Let me roll a wisdom check.
5. Oh yeah, I can do this. What we should do is before we let it go, we look at the next room, because there's at least one room we know that's to the west of us. And then when we let the bear out, we'll close all the other doors in this room. And then if he's too aggressive, I will just run out and slam the door.
That's actually pretty smart. Yeah, I mean, if the bear can survive another 20 minutes, then we'll go around the corner and check out the other room.
Technically, depending on how well he was fed before, maybe he's hibernating. Is it winter? Is it cold outside?
It's autumn. It's early autumn. Sorry, guys.
Stacy, if you don't mind, describe the room we're in for us again.
But of course, a once fine seating made from mahogany and velvet has been broken to pieces and used to fashion crude shelters. To the north, a door is heavily barricaded with debris, broken bits of furniture.
Yep. And then we came through the door on the east in the middle of that room.
Yeah, there's a door east, west, north, and south. South leads back through, I think you already looked in, there's a little 5x5 room with a second door that leads down into the main chamber.
where we came in the very, very first time.
Yep.
Many
The one
years ago.
To the east goes back to the room with that cloth tree thing with all the shower
monkeys.
cloths in it. Yep.
Eights.
North is the one that's barricaded, probably has a bear behind it. And then west is unknown.
So Plame will use his thievery assurance with 17. Does he see any traps in this door?
No.
Is it locked?
No.
All right, he's going to put his ear up and listen with a perception of 19. 13 on the dice plus 6. Does he hear anything behind this
Not
door?
a thing.
All right. So Plame is going to tell everybody, okay,
Back up just a little bit.
On either side, so that they can be.
Oh, I see.
They'd be flanking him a little bit, but
Yes.
And then he'll again use mage hand to kind of slowly. Is the door open toward us or away from us? Into the room that we're in, or
Into the room, I think.
yeah, to kind of pull it, not all the way open, but enough that he can look around the edge of the door into that room.
Behind it, you see a 5 by 5 foot.
Yeah, just like
room
on the other side.
with a door opposite you.
Yes.
Little antechamber.
Basically, it's exactly like this other one, and these are
Yeah, there's
kind of soundproof, right?
Yeah, they're made intentionally to create soundproofing.
Which is good for us.
Yeah, otherwise they would have come spilling in when you were fighting the monkeys and they started screaming.
Yeah, then we could have saved ourselves some time.
They killed them all at once.
All right, so Plame will step into that 5 by 5 room and again check that door for traps and if it's locked.
No traps.
Boddy,
Not locked.
Boddy says, Plame, before you open that door, maybe we should go around to the other door. One of us or two of us.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. He rolled that 14, which would be a 13 wisdom. I guess it's enough to go. Okay, sure.
Boddy looks at Stagrum and says, Stagrum, how about me and you go into the hallway and we get ready to go in the other door at the same time,
Nice pincer movement. Yes.
just in case.
And then if I get into trouble, I will give a signal like, ow, stop stabbing me, stop stabbing me. That will be your cue.
So
Stagrum leans over and says, so we enter when they're done stabbing him, yes?
We'll enter when they are forgiven.
So we go out through this door here.
You
the
go out
spider
the
hall.
south door. Then there's a little 5 by 5 foot room. Open that door up, and you go down the kind of the angle. Yeah, it looks like spider legs coming off the main hall. Those kind of angles around to the main hall, and then you go to the very first hall. The very first hall.
First,
to the left when you first
we
get
get in this hallway. Boddy wants to make a quick perception check to make sure there's no danger.
Yes, yes.
That's going to be 11, I think, total.
You don't see no nothing.
and the reed torches are still lit because it's only been about an hour and a half.
Yeah, maybe a couple hours.
Cool.
So then we go to the store. Boddy listens at the door to see if he hears anything or...
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, a 17?
Yeah. You hear that croaking, which is the same thing you heard the first time.
Gotcha. Boddy keeps listening, waiting to hear a Plame. And he has his... he's going to have his pick out in his hand this time.
Okay.
And he's going to hold up his hand.
And Plame is also listening at the door with a 14 perception.
You also hear what sounds like frogs croaking.
All right, so then Plame, is this door going to swing away from me since the other one swung into the room? Does this, in the big room, it's going to swing? Yeah.
Same thing here on mine? Okay.
Inara is going to be behind Plame.
Okay.
With
Actually,
her
Plame's going to
sword
step back and let Inara step into that 5 foot,
Okay.
if you want. And then I
Say, okay, I'm going to open the door very loudly.
With your magic hand?
Well,
Thing?
tell you what, I will open the latch and you kick it in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll step up
So Plame will just use mage hand just to like open the doorknob, like pull the latch down or whatever.
and then she'll kick it.
And then you're going to do the old kick?
Yeah.
All right.
And Fawin pulls the returning dagger off of her belt.
Wargi is hopefully watching the big.
All right, so everyone's got your weapons ready.
Do not
Yes.
trust that freaking ape.
All right, so you kick in the door. This is what you see. There's a broken bed frame, splintered drawers, a smashed desk. Mark, this chamber is a long abandoned bedroom. Greasy tents and moldy piles of cloth reveal that someone has recently been squatting here.
Does Boddy hear the door kick in?
Give me a perception.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
21 or 20. 20, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So when that happens, he opens the door.
Okay. So you open the door. 3 boggards in there stand up. And the 2 nearest you have wooden clubs that they've jammed, it looks like teeth of some kind into, making them into morning stars.
Okay.
And then the one in the back he grabs a javelin. And they all look at each other. And roll me some initiative.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Boddy got a 10.
Oh man.
They are on top of it. Nat 20.
Oh god, they're waiting for us.
They were waiting for us.
Must have heard us tinkering with the doors.
Plame got a 13.
Alrighty. You're gonna have to beat a 28 to beat these guys.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going first.
So maybe it's not so soundproof as we thought.
I got a 24
wow.
on mine.
Fawin got a 10.
Me and you both.
Boddy got a 10.
And and I need to roll for stagger. 12. So it's going to be Boggins, Inara and Wargi, because I'm putting them together.
Yeah.
And then you got a 13.
I did.
Right, so then Plame, and then Stagrum, and then Boddy, and Fawin. And whatever order you guys want.
Kind of makes sense because Plame and Fawin are
Actually,
back behind Inara in the other room.
Yeah. Actually, Stagrum is going to hold his move till after Boddy because Boddy's in front of him.
Okay. So is he going to ready an action? Okay.
Now he's just waiting.
Yes. So we did determine that doesn't cost anything to delay.
Yeah, it doesn't
But if
cost
you're
anything
gonna-
to delay, but if it's ready in action.
To ready an action, which is kind of interesting. I can think from what I'm kind of interpreting a little bit, but you can only ready a one action.
Yeah.
Action.
But what it does is it lets you basically jump into the middle of someone else's actions. So you're like,
And it takes it takes 2 actions to ready an action. 2 actions to ready a one action thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then that thing doesn't take the action. You've already spent it, right? So then you can ready an action with a trigger, and then that becomes a reaction. So you can say, I've got my crossbow, and if something, I'm going to ready it, and that takes 2 actions, and if something sticks their head out the door, I'm going to fire my crossbow at what it is, and that doesn't cost me anything. It's just a reaction.
But
So since it's taking double, you
Yeah.
can't do a 2 action thing because then that would take 4 actions to ready it.
But you could hide first and then ready that.
But you can move and then or hide or something
Very
else.
nice.
well, what's
still
nice
ready
about it
action.
being a reaction, depending on what trigger you set, you could interrupt somebody else's action.
Yes.
So they can say, I run into the room and stab that guy,
Yeah.
and then do this other third thing. And you're like, well, I'm waiting at the door. So the moment they use their move to come in the room, you interrupt it.
I'm curious. Now that makes a point. So like if you have a spell in Pathfinder, if you're casting a spell and you get hit, does it disrupt the spell? So then theoretically you can ready an action as a reaction. If somebody starts casting spell, that's a 2 action spell. I'm going to use an action to shoot them.
Yeah.
then they have to deal with the possible spell disruption for the damage and stuff.
Exactly. So
Cool. All right. So, and then Scorp is going to be into the line.
Scorp is still in the room hanging behind.
Our fine boggard friends, the two with the big war clubs, are going to turn and they croak the great, terrible death croaks.
Oh no.
It's will save time.
It is will save time.
Okay.
Everyone within 30 feet of them. So as Inara kicks open the door, there's one just to her right. He was like waiting around the corner.
Oh man.
And as Boddy kicks open the door, there's one just to his left because he kind of has like a funnel shape, so he couldn't be around the corner. But he's just to the left, so when the door swings open, it doesn't hit him. And then in the back northwest corner is another boggard with javelins.
Oh,
So the 2 boggards, the one next to each door, are going to use their first action and go. And everyone needs to make a will save.
Oh man.
So pretty much everyone then,
Yeah.
including the monkey guy and
No,
Borgie?
the monkey guy and Wargi are out of
They're out of the range?
They're around the corner.
Okay.
body rolls is a 14.
15 for Plame.
19?
11 for Fawin.
Adjusted 10 for Alec.
What?
Yep. He rolled a 4.
Oh man.
So who got over 17?
Nobody. Oh,
Nar.
And Nara the Fearless. Everyone else is now frightened 1. So for 1 round, you guys are basically -1 and everything.
Yep. It's an
You
intimidate
guys
check.
get
Including your
scared
AC.
so easily.
Brilliance.
God, you wimps.
Everybody,
All we've been through.
Borgie and Mesmer are excluded.
Yes. I guess so.
Yeah. So basically the pets and the monkey, the animals are not affected. Boggard 1.
Which is
Boggard 1's going to be the one next to Inara. croaks his mighty death croak and then just swings at you with his war club.
Okay.
That's gonna be an adjusted 14.
Nope. That's not gonna hit.
You have your sword up, you block it. So he's gonna come around and try and come off of that block and bring it down on your head. So nope, that's another 14.
Miss.
They are rolling crud today.
Good.
No.
All right, the one next to the door, Boggart Warrior number 2, he is going to advance forward one step and kind of clog the doorway and swing at you, Boddy.
Go for it.
And that is a 12. Lord.
Nice. That's a miss.
So far, their highest roll has been a 9.
Good. Keep it up.
And a 15.
That's a miss too.
Yeah. Yeah, he swings. The first one just totally misses and he sticks it in the door. He yanks it free, but it comes up short.
While he's doing that, real quick question. So is this fear a magical effect or like a spell? Or is it just a natural effect from like their creature's natural ability?
It's a natural ability of the creature. Yeah, they unleash a terrifying croak. All non-boggarns within 30 feet become frightened 1 unless they succeed at a DC 17 will save. If you critically succeed, you're immune for 1 whole minute.
Sweet.
Not really. That means they can do it again.
Yep. Fortunately for you guys, this back northwest corner here, that kind of cabinet-looking thing, it's actually an old weapons rack,
Yeah.
and they filled it with javelins.
Oh, fun.
So the guy in the northwest corner, he's kind of a tatted up boggard. He's not as big and burly as the other two. He's kind of scrawny. But he grabs up one and just chunks it at Inara.
Okay. It's all going for me, huh?
No. This guy went for
I
body.
know. That's true.
Okay, so the first guy, he swung at you, you block, you swing
Right.
again, you step back. As you step back, so he misses, but also as you step back, a javelin goes into the door next
Okay.
to you.
Wild.
Wait, is this guy given cover? And if so, did they miss by the amount of the roll that's the cover?
No, wrong angle. It's a fun house roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then he grabs another javelin and chunks it again at a -5. Ooh, and that is going to be an adjusted 20.
My AC is 20.
So he hits you.
So I think it's a hit.
Rude.
Okay.
I know, terribly, terribly rude of them. Doi 6 + 3. That's going to be 7 points. So, and then as you step back, he throws another one and it clicks you in the shoulder, bounces off your armor,
Okay.
and clunks and hits the corner of the little 5'5" wall you're in, or this little 5x5 room you're in. So basically, it hits your shoulder and you hear it clatter into the wall. And that is going to be their moves.
Okay.
How do you respond?
Okay. Why with killing them, of course. Because I'm thinking about just running up and getting the guy that's throwing things at us. Because that's kind of annoying.
You got a path.
Cut a path through the middle?
Yeah.
Maybe he won't have an attack of opportunity as you run by.
Let me think about this for a minute. Yeah, I'll just flavor turn around to Plame and be like, we got more frogs to kill. Come on! And then she'll just run 5, 10, 15, 20 to the guy in the back that's throwing stuff. I'm going to swing
Go for it.
at him. That is 23.
That is a definite hit. Not
Okay.
quite a crit, but it's a solid hit.
Quite a quick. Okay. That is 21 points of damage.
Dang. He is hurt, but not gone.
And then we're gonna swing again.
Okay, go for it.
Last action. Oh, that is a 5. -5 plus 10. 10.
So 10, adjusted 10, that's going to miss. Wargy and then
Oh yeah,
Plame.
Wargy.
Plame and then Body.
What is Morgan doing?
The question.
Right now, Wargy is just going to kind of, she kind of steps toward the door right next to Plame.
Is she still kind of watching the guy?
Yeah, she's just changed her position so she's closer to the door. Okay, Plame, you're up.
So Plame is going to go ahead. He is going to draw his dog slicer, and then go 5, 10.
Into the room?
15, yep. And he's going to step behind that boggard that is in front of Boddy, which will then make him off guard,
Nice.
which means he gets to sneaky attacky, and he will swing at this guy. A 19 on the die.
That hits.
That's probably a
That's a 29.
That is a crit.
And it's a sneak attack because he's off guard.
which doubles the sneak attack damage too.
So it's a die 6 plus 4 and then a die 6 for the sneak attack. So you roll all the damage and then double it, right?
Roll it and double it.
Yeah, where's my die 6 here? All right, so this is going to be 2 die 6 plus 4 doubled. So that's 12 points, double is 24 points of damage.
Oh,
Oh,
pretty
he
good.
is actually still on his feet, but
What?
he's hurt.
Wow.
He's like, ah!
And then
He ain't
he will
broken now.
take a second attack at a minus 4.
Yep. Oh, wait, because it's agile.
Uh-huh. All right, that's a 17 plus 10 is 27 minus 4 is a 23. But remember, he's at minus 2.
Yeah.
It is effectively like a 25.
In that case, you're hit.
2 on the die plus 4 is 6, and it's still flat-footed. So plus 3 is 9, plus the 1 precision damage is 10 more points.
10 more points. He is still up, though.
What?
He is bleeding like crazy.
Oh my
He just
goodness.
Yep.
knifing him in the ribs.
He's losing it again.
All right, so Boddy, frightened one. What do you do?
Man, that's Plame's action completely changed. I'm gonna defer to Fawin first.
Okay. Well, in that case, then Fawin will try to do a little bit of buffing or cursing here. So
we go.
she is going to use a focus point as a free action to command the patron's puppet, and Mesmer is going to move on his own, and Mesmer is going to take an action to go into the room,
Okay.
and we'll go to this one that's right inside the door. Mesmer like spin around behind it or whatever.
Okay.
The one move action, and the second thing that Mesmer will do is a little bit of balanced luck, and familiar of balanced luck, and it's going to add a -1 status penalty to that creature's armor class.
Oh, nice.
So it happens to notice, oh, there's a black cat that makes it nervous or whatever. So -1
He's
status
like,
penalty.
He's
for
like
his armor
stumbling
class.
because there's a dang cat wrapped around his ankles.
100%. Yeah. That is the free action to have Mesmer do that. And then one action, Hex of Needle of Vengeance.
What is this again? I remember this last time.
Yeah, and Needle of Vengeance, she's going to target that same creature, the one that's just right inside the door. Yep. That if that creature tries to take a aggressive/violent action against Fawin, she's gonna name herself. Then
Gonna be
that
selfish this time.
then that creature is going to take 2 mental damage, anytime it even tries to do that.
Okay.
One
that's-
action left.
So free action to command Mesmer, one action to cast Needle of Vengeance. Second action, she's going to step up into the doorway, not into the room, but into the doorway.
The antechamber.
And third action, she's going to throw the returning dagger at the creature that Plame attacked across the room.
Okay.
Come on now.
It's a 17 on the dice.
She's
And-
gonna try and steal the glory.
I'm just clearing the pathway for him. 17 on the die plus 6, so that makes a 23.
Okay.
And
So
that-
that's
that's a
not going to be a
-1.
crit, but it is actually the 17 hit. He only had 17 AC.
Oh, okay, awesome. No strength adjustment for throwing it, so 2 points of damage.
Oh, all right. That is a total of 38, which is exactly what I had.
Oh,
Yes.
And it hits him right in the back of the head, and it goes. It collapses, and then the dagger looks back to your hand.
Fawin, Boggart Slayer.
Very good.
And that is the end of Fawin's turn.
Now does Fawin know she's doing like so little amount of damage, or do we assume she's just like really good? Because the last few times she's used it, she's killed something.
Yeah. If it hits, she's really hurt people with it.
What you gonna do?
Boddy's going to run up behind this thing, right past Plame. 4. Just gonna grab it.
He runs right past Plame toward the one that's next to
Fawin.
Yep.
He is going to. I don't know. I don't think he wants to hit it. I think he wants to try to restrain it. He's going to try an athletics check against it.
Ooh.
We don't need another pet.
Because he's pretty sure that Inara's going to kill that one with the the javelins, and he wants to get this thing's side of the story. He doesn't trust that monkey so much. Ape. He's going to first try to trip it.
Ooh. Okay, so that's gonna be against its reflex.
Yeah. So he's going to try to take this thing alive. So try to trip it first, which is an athletics check. Ooh, that's going to be a miss. 3 plus 7 is a 10.
No, not even close.
No, not even.
These things have really good decks. He just kind of hops over it as you try to sweep his feet with your, I guess, your Morning Star.
He was going to grab it with his hand and try to trip it. He thinks these things might be kind of clumsy, but he's clumsier.
Now, we'll say real quick, was it a failure or a critical failure?
You had a 10?
Yeah,
It
probably
was not quite a critical failure.
Okay, good. Because in the critical failure, you would
I
have
tripped
fallen.
myself, yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, so he tries to like catch its legs with his pick and it just hops over him.
That didn't work, so Boddy just backswings this thing and tries to hit it with
All
a
right,
pick.
that'll be at minus either 4 or 5.
Minus 5. Mhm.
5. Okay, so it's not a agile weapon.
Oh, it's almost a 20. It rolled from the 8 to the 20 and back to the 8, which is going to be a miss probably. It's going to be,
So you've got a modified.
that would have been a 16, so 11, I think.
Okay, so no.
That's it.
Go ahead.
But you're not frightened anymore.
Yeah, frightened one is gone.
Yeah, so he just dodges back. Okay. Alex Stagger. Will he see that Boddy is trying to capture this one? Yeah, he's just going to run in and try and just skewer this thing. Power attack.
Nice.
That is a 2. So he misses. He stumbles on the dead boggart that's laying at Plame's feet.
Oh no.
So he's just like, oh, and just screams, comes running in, trying to skewer it. He goes, no. Yeah, he hits the boggart and he just starts stumbling and just smashes into the doorway. He rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Does that do damage?
Out of my way, elf! So that is 3 actions because the power attack takes up 2. So we're back to the top of the round. The boggart that you just attacked, Inara.
Yeah.
He grabs a javelin off of the rack and just starts trying to stab you.
Okay. So one action.
One action to grab it off the rack, and then
Okay.
action number 2. It's a 16 plus 10 to 26. What is your armor class?
20.
20. So it's not a crit,
Nope.
but it is going to do. Roll a 1.
Woo.
What kind of armor do you have? Leather?
Well, technically it's breastplate, but it's kind of like a tank top, and then there's shoulder pads.
Yeah, so it's just like a few plates strapped onto normal clothing. All right. He goes, and he hits you right in the breastplate
Yeah.
for 4 points. Yeah, I mean,
Just more like knock the wind out of
yeah.
you.
Yeah, he kind of knocked you back. You're going to have a heck of a bruise. Okay, his second attack, he's going to go for
Okay.
your belly here.
-5.
That is going to be 10 plus 10 is 20, minus 5 is 15. So, no. So you just kind of turn out of the second one. And the other boggart, would he? Yeah, because you guys are swarming him. He knows he's going down. He looks
What
at
is
Boddy,
he
he looks
have?
at Stagrum, aims for the cat.
I knew it. Goes after Mesmer.
I knew it. And it's going to annoy that boggart, and he's going to crush it.
So where
Armor-
he just wants to kill
What's his armor
something.
class?
Armor class 16 for Mesmer.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that ain't gonna matter because he got an at 20.
Critical.
He got a crit on Mesmer.
Oh no.
No. No.
That is a 6 plus 6 is 12 for 24 points.
For 24 points of damage. So
Mesmer has.
there's no type of reflex save or anything like that.
I don't think so. Nope.
No.
How many hit points did Mesmer have?
Mesmer has 15.
Oh.
Not the cat.
And then he goes. Another fear croak.
Oh God, dang it!
Everybody will say.
Oh no.
A will save?
Yep.
This time I saved 22 for Boddy.
Yeah.
18 for Plame.
18 for Stagram.
Mine was 21.
Yeah, you made it.
Fawin rolled a natural 1.
Oh, you're probably frightened. Like you're probably like fleeing.
Oh man.
That freaked you out.
Everybody but Fawin made it. Fawin, she just kind of clutches her chest and falls to her knees.
So what's the critical fail? Is it frightened 2 or?
I believe it's frightened 2.
I mean, makes
Yeah.
sense.
She's just like,
She collapses.
Yeah.
You're
Is Mesmer
stunned
like
for-
dead?
Yep.
What
he
just
he
happened?
took 24 points of damage and he has 15 hit points.
So like smack and dead cat on the ground?
Get her.
Yep. No, he just smashed him into the floor.
Like seeing roadkill
Yep.
on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And then he
I
is.
can't believe he just was like, well, I'm gonna die. I'll kill the cat.
I'm taking one of you with me.
Yeah.
Still has an action left too.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, what does it take to move through an enemy space?
You can either
That is
tumble.
acrobatic.
So you can tumble or you can shove. If it has acrobatics, it'd probably tumble. If it has athletics, it'd probably shove.
Shove.
Or
Okay.
reposition.
That's going to be a. What do you have to roll against? It's their fortitude?
Which one are you doing? Your shove?
Yeah. Athletics is better than his acrobatics.
It's athletics versus fortitude.
Okay. So, 16 and 10 is going to be a 26. He just puts his shoulder down and just nails Stagram and knocks him back.
He's putting up a fight.
Was it a critical success or just success?
26 to 20. So it's just a success.
Okay, push target back 5 feet. You can stride after it, but you must move the same distance in the same direction.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay, and that's a single action?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it looks like he's trying to make a run for it past Fawin, who's
collapsed.
collapsed against the door jam.
Because he's done the croak, he's done the hit, and then he shoved stagger him.
Yeah.
This thing's a beast. Maybe I should have
Yeah.
killed it.
All right. So that's both of them. So Inara, you're up.
Okay. Inara is sitting in the corner of her eye. Mesmer get crushed. Like Mesmer is very dead.
Yeah, like it went
Okay.
and fell off the spikes.
Oh. It's like Glenn in Walking Dead.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Brooke.
It's okay.
Went straight to negative 10 hit points.
Inara is gonna turn around, and this is one of those moments where I don't care. I'm gonna rage right now because that's what she would do.
Oh, he has it coming.
Yeah. And she's gonna just turn and run at him and start swinging. I hope you know you're gonna have a horrible, gruesome death, you vile creature. And that is 24.
Oh. Normally it's a 17, flanked to 15.
Yep.
But remember Mesmer's dying action did curse the guy with a -1, so he has a 14 armor class. That 24 will just barely be a crit.
Oh my god.
It's a raging crit.
He was not wrong to try to take. No, I mean, she did take.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
I love that Inara sees this happen and is like, no!
That is 36 points of damage.
Holy crikey!
After double.
I didn't roll that good. That's after doubling.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh. He's actually still up.
Yeah.
Is he?
2 more points, he'd be down if his
He has
save
38
Okay.
hit points.
Oh,
They have 38 hit points.
Okay.
All right. So, just for fun, just because with you, you hear the squish and you hear Fawin screaming, no! When she collapses to the ground, and then the terrifying croak, and then you screaming. I think Wargy's going to come in.
Oh my god.
Oh.
We can't
Go for
lose
it.
another. Okay. Okay,
And-
Wargy cares about Mesmer.
Wargy comes rushing in. That's
Crazy.
awesome.
At 20.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh my
But-
god.
It makes sense. This thing has a really big throat. Yeah. Well, no, it makes sense. This thing had a really big throat.
So
Oh, God.
max damage is going to be 12, so he's at negative 10. So basically, you hit him, and as he pushes past Fawin, Wargy just goes, he grabs him by the throat, and he makes him go down here. And he goes limp, and she just rips his throat out.
Good girl, Wargy. Good girl.
Yep.
I think that's the first time we've seen Wargy like.
That's her first time she's
after
attacked
something.
anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And got a crit.
That's the first time she's hit.
Hit.
She did
Yeah,
attack
attack
well.
well, too. Okay.
That's true.
She can-
Okay, Plame, you are up.
I'm still debating on how Plame is going to react here. One of two things. I think Plame is going to go ahead and go and attack this last boggart.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Plame turns and runs at the other boggart.
Yeah, the last one that was in the corner that Inara left to go and.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
And he is going to attack.
Armor class 18.
That is a 16 on the die, plus 10 is a 26.
Almost too bad. That's it. Not quite a crit, but
Not quite a crit. And this is a die 6 plus 4. 9 points of damage.
it's hurting bad.
And he will take another attack at a -4, which is a 13, which is a 23, which would be a 19 adjusted.
That'll still hit.
For 4 plus 4 is 8 points of damage.
That's 38. It goes down.
Oh my
So yeah, Plame like rushes over like, yeah, and then with the backswing.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna pulls back its javelin like it's gonna throw it at Inara's back, and he just goes, and he just comes runs up and just slams it into the back wall and starts stabbing it up underneath the ribs. And you're out of battle.
Body standing next to Mesmer's body. You see Boddy kneel down and just gingerly pick up the cat's remains, and is just trying to figure out some way to put her back together. And you can see like this, his ears droop to sorrow as he looks up at Fawin, and you can see an enormous like feeling of guilt on his face because he could have taken this thing out and he didn't. So he's just feeling awful and rethinking his philosophy of not hurting the thing.
So yeah, Boddy picks up Mesmer, and then Plame will see, and he'll run over just as fast as he can. He's going to lay his hand on the cat, and nothing happens.
Inara would like to walk over to her and just pat her on the shoulder, like, I'm so sorry. I know.
Get out of my way. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? She runs over
Okay.
and sees Boddy holding and sees Plame. She knows what he's doing. She's doing the touch and nothing happens. And she grabs Plame's shoulder and says, "How come it's not working? Do it again. Do it again."
And that's where we're gonna end it.
This is an emotional one.
Wayfinder Legends is a production of Red Dirt RPG LLC, and all original characters and artwork are the property of their respective creators. The Age of Ashes Adventure Path was originally produced by Paizo Publishing, and all Paizo titles, characters, and artwork are used with respect under the guidelines of the OGL and ORC gaming licenses. If you like what you've heard, join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. You'll get additional content, Discord access, quarterly gifts, and more. Join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd.
This episode of Wayfinder Legends included the fictional loss of a beloved familiar, a magical creature deeply bonded to one of our characters. We understand that for some listeners, this story might bring up feelings of grief, especially if you've recently experienced the loss of a pet. If you're having a tough emotional moment and need someone to talk to, please know you're not alone. You can call the ASPCA Pet Loss Hotline at 877-GRIEF-10 or 877-474-3310. The hotline is available 24/7, and the caring people who answer are trained to listen, offer guidance for coping with sadness, and will keep your call completely private. Thank you for listening, and thank you for trusting us to tell stories that carry both magic and meaning, even when they touch on painful moments. We're honored to have you with us on this journey. Of course, up next are some lighthearted outtakes recorded at the very start of our gaming session, long before we knew where the story would lead or what fate had in store for our characters. We hope they bring a smile, even if they might come off a bit harsh or sarcastic, in light of what happened at the end of the episode.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Oh no, not Chumbawamba, but Charuka. Hey, do you know how Mesmer likes her steaks?
Rare.
Nice. I like it.
Quick, why Jeremy has mental damage, go.
Roll 1d8 psychic damage.
It's a good thing I'm immune to that. Yes, he's actually resistant to like the first 2 points of mental damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, whenever he stabs himself with nails.
That's wild.
That makes sense.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of cults.
24 hours, yeah. Yes, it's weird, right? Suckers, right?
Who would join something like that? When obviously the Hell Knights are so much better.
I do enjoy the fact that we've got, a half-elf, a human, a hobgoblin, a goblin, another human, and we're definitely building a cult network amongst ourselves.
A warg.
A warg.
And a cat.
And whatever mesmer.
Whatever Mesmer really is.
A monkey has joined us now.
Nobody knows that Mesmer is the leader of the cult.
Yeah.
By the way, as a total side note, the Ekujay are known for their masks. Pathfinder 1E, their jungle masks.
Oh, really?
So,
Like
yeah,
a certain.
like a certain hoodoo person from the Mwangi
You
expanse.
said some of them wear masks?
Yeah.
They do? Hoodoo?
Nobody gets it.
No one gets that. That's just for Jess.
That's for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
Jess.
see what I can do about that.
Let's get back on the rails.
Yes. We don't like rails today.
We left rails years ago.
Yes.
He's probably not a happy bear if he's even alive.
There's all these bodies we can feed it, right? Not you, but
Single D, not double D.
Yes, it would be important to distinguish.
Yeah. It's not feed body to them.
Shania Twain, Mark Twain, related.
What?
Yeah. Her original, her non-stage name, Shemanuel Clemens.
Ah.
This is completely fake.
It's completely fake.
I was like, that's weird. Did she take on the moniker of her ancestors?
Totally hook, line, and sinker.
Awful.
He had me
This
to-
motivates the DM to get stuff done because
This motivates the DM to kill Fro.
Trust me, it won't make Brook any less cheesy. You kill all those characters.
I was going to say, like the DM needed any more.
The DM wants to thank you for motivating him.
That's hilarious.
Our fine boggard friends, the two with the big war clubs, are going to turn and they croak.
They die of fear.
We scared him to death.
Oh, yay!
That was easy. Free Steve.
Yay!
Repeat. Repeat.
Repeat, repeat.
Rebeat.
Bud. Bud.
Why?
Sir. Bud. Why? Sir.
oh man, those are big pizzas.
They are. They're giant.
I didn't realize
Wow,
you.
I didn't realize how big those suckers were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're huge. They are like New York style.
My goodness.
Like they're giant slices.
But they're
flat.
floppy.
They cook them over those manholes.
That's right.
Why do we need?
Why are
We don't need to keep every single thing we run into, we're
Chance he
just
would
gonna
actually
walk out of this place with a whole army of random creatures. I think that's the first time we've seen Wargy like
she's
or
attacked
something.
anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And got a crit.
She cares about Mesmer.
Evidently.
Maybe.
She wanted to kill that cat.
Yeah. You know, we're supposed to be heroes, but if someone like watched us when we're killing things, it doesn't look good.
It is brutal, man.